start. So tell us, why don't you introduce yourself before we start?
Hi, my name is Andy Ellenthal. I'm the CEO of Metal Networks, Inc. in Austin, Texas.
That's good. So tell us, Andy, about your experience working with Synergip compared to your other experience with offshore and so on.
So I've worked with offshore resources in Israel, Eastern Europe, South America, as well as India, and I've actually found the relationship with Synergip specifically to be by far the most productive one.
So tell us more, in what measure was it productive? What do you see, what do you call productive?
It was productive from a general output perspective. It was also highly productive from a quality standpoint.
Okay. And we hear a lot about time zone concerns and issues. Tell us about your experience. How did time zone hurt or help how you guys work?
So I think as it relates to our relationship with Synergip, their time zone wasn't an issue. And one of the reasons it wasn't an issue was the Synergip team always made themselves available to be on the morning stand-up calls, daily stand-up calls, and I think that made really a tremendous difference. I think also based on the feedback from the team, we put the Synergip team on very specific projects where they could work together as a team, and that drove tremendous output and quality of work.
Any kind of differences you observed in terms of what your prior experiences working with vendors and others, and how would you get the truth and all that? Yeah.
We got really good feedback from Synergip, and I think that sometimes there's always going to be problems in an engineering organization, and when there's an outsourced partner, the finger's often pointed at the outsourced partner internally. And I think what the Synergip folks did was, by staying in touch on a regular basis, they often highlighted issues to us, highlighted issues to me before I knew they were an issue, and we didn't have that finger pointing, and we were able to take responsibility for gaps on our end, which we had, and we were able to address.
Could you just amplify, share an example how they highlighted things that helped?
We didn't have a strong enough function in product initially, and you really need to have that in order to be able to leverage with any kind of distributed teams. And I think you were the first one to tell me that this investment's not going to make sense without a really good and highly effective product discipline. And I think it was fair feedback, and we took action, and productivity went way up.
Thank you.
You bet.